Alright, so I've been making a mess. No more galley, no more settee, no more V-berth, no more head, no more settee, no more nav station, soon to be no more quarter berth. But I still have feet and hands. So I was thinking about every step that I take in tearing apart this boat is encumbered with all this doubt that I had a boat. It floated. It would have worked off. It would have worked for coastal cruising, certainly. Maybe it would have worked offshore. I don't know. It's more of the sense that I'm tearing out things that they're not rotted. They're not obviously bad. It smelled in there terrible, and definitely determined that the smell was something to do with the septic elements of the head. And it still smells, even after tearing out all that stuff. It still smells in there. But I'm already a little overwhelmed by the sheer amount of work that I need to do, and it's not the manual work, it's the brain work. There's so many little details when you're building something like this in an interior. Hell, I just building a cabinet for a piece of furniture for your house. There's a lot of details, a lot of little things that gotta go right. And this is so much more complicated, and I don't know what the right considerations are. I've read a lot, but I don't know what's gonna fit me and what's not gonna fit me for a boat that I'm gonna live in for the next 1 or 3 or 6 or 10 or 20 years. I don't know. And so I'm a little. It's good to be getting something moving along, but I don't have like this joy of, yes, here comes the next step. It's more like I've got this dread, and the only way to move the dread forward is to take steps at cutting things out. And then there will be the dread there in front of me, only more clearly in front of me, more cleanly in front of me, and then start building out. There's just so many considerations in terms of bulkheads and what kind of strength I need, and there's bulkheads that I've taken out, or deck beams, and just because it feels good here doesn't mean it's going to be working at 30 degrees of heel. I don't even know. Well, I kind of know how much this boat is comfortable heeling, right? So I think it's around 15, 20 degrees. It's not a 30 degrees a heel boat. So I guess I do know a little bit about that. So I'm trying to make peace with the fact that, all right, I made this decision, tear it apart, and build something new in there. Stop wasting energy on doubt and regret. Is this UPS truck coming for me? I swear almost every UPS or FedEx truck is for me, bringing me another set of things that I didn't think I was going to have to spend money on. So anyway, a bunch of years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I decided to build a barn at my house, in my yard, to build a boat. That boat was going to be a 26-footer, and it was going to be a coastal cruiser. And I had the plans, and I designed the barn, built this 24 by 36 foot pole barn by myself. And then I got divorced, and now there's no boat in that barn. Lovely barn. But had I gone through with that plan, then I would have had to had built an interior. There's one too many hads in there. Myself. So this boat is it's bigger than that. It's 33 feet, not 26 feet. So it's a much bigger interior. But I'd already committed in my life to build one of these things. So so maybe I can find a way to stop worrying about whether it's the right damn decision and just do it. Just do it. And if it's the wrong choice to put something there, what's the worst that happens? I got to tear out the interior and start over again 3 years down the line when I realize it was a bad fit? Or another way to look at it is maybe what if somebody gave me this boat for free with the interior that I'm going to build into it? I would put up with it. I'd modify it. Right? So let's say I got a boat and the interior looks just like the thing I'm going to end up building. I'd take it out. I'd go offshore. I'd sail around a lot, and then I'd go, you know, I really don't like the way that nav station is set up, so I'm going to move it. Then I'd move it. So I guess that's the way I'm going to look at it, is that I can always change things in the future, as long as I'm not kicking myself for doing it wrong to start with. I'm telling you, I'm not worried about the work. I'm worried about my attitude. Anyway, I'm going to go drink a beer now. I'm gonna climb down the ladder after having used power tools, and I'm gonna drink a beer. Okay. Okay.